This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Scott has the night off. A dog in Mayaca City is being treated for severe neglect at Dante's Den Foundation. ABC7's Kate Flexter tells us how they found this dog and what's being done to nurse him back to health.
Here at Dante's Den, they take in dogs with all sorts of stories. But in a recent case, they say they've never seen anything quite like this.
I was driving down, going to a doctor's appointment. I saw him by the trash cans, and he didn't seem skittish, so that's why I stopped.
When 23-year-old Danielle Haver found Bear wandering down the road, despite his name, he was almost completely hairless, his feet swollen, eyes bleeding.
I didn't even know if he had eyes. I couldn't really see him, so at first glance, I didn't even know if he had eyes.
They knew he was in need of urgent care, but just days before the holidays, they weren't sure where to take him. That's when they thought of Dante's Den.
We're going to give to Bear what he has not received for a very, very long time, and our only hope is that we will be successful.
President and founder Marcia Panucci says she's never seen a case so severe.
It's just, again, beyond my realm of comprehension that you could look at an animal like this and not do something.
For Alan Glassman, who's worked as a veterinarian for more than 30 years, it was horrifying.
He's one of the worst I've ever seen. We're gonna fix you up.
Glassman suspects Bear is a chocolate lab. His examination found multiple illnesses, including scabies, heartworms, conjunctivitis, and a large tumor, among other things. All conditions he expects will take months to heal and cost thousands of dollars.
The county services, they just don't have the finances to treat pets like this, and they've got so many healthy animals that need homes. He would be euthanized at the shelter, I'm sure.
Come on, Bear. The Havers say that's exactly what they were happy to avoid. On Monday, they were reunited with the dog they found just days earlier, and now he's on the road to recovery.
And to still be so loving and happy and wagging his tail and just, it's amazing.
It was just hard to fathom him getting better, and then seeing him today and him looking like a new dog is crazy. I think we have like a lot of hope for him.
For information on how you can help Bear, log on to mysuncoast.com. For now in Mayaca City, Kate Flexter, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Kate. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a deadly shooting at a bar in Bradenton. Deputies were called to the El Paisano bar around 2:30 this morning after reports of a shooting. They found 20-year-old Jose Armando Alonso Lopez at the scene. He was taken to Blake Medical Center where he died in emergency surgery. Deputies say the suspect was able to get away before deputies arrived at the scene. But late this afternoon, deputies announced they are searching for a person of interest in connection to the shooting, Carlos Valodivinos. If you have any information on the shooting or the man who was just in that photo, you are asked to call the Manatee County Crime Stoppers at 866-634-TIPS. You can also contact Crime Stoppers if you have any information on a carjacking which took place near an Ellington hotel early this morning. The victim says he was approached by a white male outside of the Sleep Inn in Ellington. He says he was struck on the head with a lug wrench just after getting out of his car. The male tried to flee the area in the victim's car, but later got out of the stolen car and exited the parking lot in a dark red SUV driven by someone else. The victim was treated on the scene by EMS for minor injuries. The investigation continues into a fire that destroyed a former flea market in Bradenton. It's a location that's known as a place where the homeless camp out. There's word there could have possibly been a meth lab on site. Saturday afternoon's fire spread across many buildings at the old La Mexicana flea market site. No one was killed, and no one suffered any major injuries, but it did put a huge scare to people living in the area.
All I heard was an explosion, and I just threw myself on the ground. I didn't know what was going on, if there was a war or what. And then I got up, and I opened up the door, and I saw these flames shooting out.
This investigation is now in the hands of the state fire marshal. An exact cause of this fire has yet to be determined. And now for a check on our forecast, our very hot forecast. Let's head over to John, who's in for Bob tonight.
Yeah, we're finishing off the month really on the warm side. 86 our daytime high today. Broke a record again, second day in a row. And it was a lovely, lovely day for the most part. I mean, we had that nice breeze. The breeze, though, did kind of keep the sea breeze at bay. And as the sun set on the horizon. The colors just fill the sky. Absolutely gorgeous out there right now. Beautiful evening for a little walk at the beach because not much in the way of a rainfall chance for us today. The air too dry for that. If you look at the daytime high temperature record, 86 degrees set today. Last year's record was 85 set last year. And yesterday we broke a record. Tomorrow I don't think we will. Tomorrow's record is 86 as well. And I don't think we're going to get quite close to that. Morning low was 65. We'll be right about there again tomorrow. Only tomorrow we may see a little bit of fog build. The reason for that is the winds will be a little bit calmer. We had some moisture work its way in, riding on that breezy easterly flow during the overnight. So as we head into the overnight period, you might expect to see that. Nothing in the way of any kind of large-scale clouds across the region, just some fair weather clouds. And as far as our temperatures go, in the 60s tonight with that morning patchy fog. Complete forecast in a minute, Haley.
Thank you, John. A Florida man who called 911 Sunday saying he wanted to shoot somebody. He was fatally shot by deputies during a standoff outside of a mobile home. Authorities say 61-year-old Michael Altice called them to tell them that he wanted to shoot someone and die of suicide by cop. When police arrived, officials say he came out and pointed a gun at them. Authorities said that Altice wouldn't drop his weapon, so police were forced to shoot him.
I think he was distraught about some family problems. We're still looking into that, but I think he had some personal issues.
The two officers involved in the shooting have been placed on administrative leave for 3 days and will undergo counseling for the next 12 months. A Canadian man accused of forcing his way onto a tarmac, hijacking a luggage cart, and driving it across several active runways is now out of jail. Officials at Orlando International Airport say the man was kicked off of a flight Friday for claiming he was a pilot and insisting to be seated in first class. Once off the plane, airport officials say he took an elevator to the tarmac, took off his pants, and started driving a baggage tug. He was eventually captured and arrested. Today, he bonded out of jail and seemed to indicate the incident was drug-related.
Hi, Richard. Can we slow you up just for a second?
Can you just tell us what happened?
Anything you want to say about this incident? I mean, the
Don't do crystal
circumstances.
meth.
Is it a drug-related thing?
Don't do crystal meth.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Don't ruin your life, kids.
Do you
The incident caused a ground hold for jetliners in the immediate area, but it didn't cause any flight delays. Hogue is charged with grand theft and trespassing. Still to come on your Suncoast News, thieves ruining the Christmas spirit. Now that your home is filled with gifts and toys, how you can avoid becoming a victim of theft. And if you have a pile of unwanted gifts just lying under your tree, we have some tips for returns on getting what you want instead.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm going to show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
ABC7 is proud to present Line Dance Central. Now you can learn popular country and not-so-country line dances from the comfort of your own home. Just visit mysuncoast.com, click on Entertainment, and you'll be kicking up your boots or flip-flops in no time. Brought to you by the White Buffalo Saloon and Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Christmas has ended. All of the presents have been unwrapped. Now it's time to throw away all of the boxes. But law enforcement around the country are telling people to be careful about how they package their trash. They say thieves will drive up and down the streets and alleys looking for homes they may want to target later. They look for evidence of valuables such as empty laptop or television boxes. For one Sarasota resident, breaking down these boxes of high-priced items is something he does on a regular basis.
Anything that looks like it might be of value is in a bag or something that's not easily, noticeable from the street as they're driving by. Just make sure it's kind of hidden away so you can't really see anything.
Officials also say that it doesn't hurt to wait until trash day to put out these items. With all of the gift giving this holiday season, it's likely you have received a few gifts that you weren't all that crazy about. When returning items, companies urge shoppers to use the original receipt, keep the original packaging, be friendly to the store staff, and bring an ID card. You can also expect to see the deepest discounts at the register when it comes to clothing, which is why one Sarasota mom decided to bring her daughter when returning unwanted Christmas apparel.
I barely pay for like wrapping or anything like that. All the decorations in my house, I always got the year before at the after Christmas sale.
Many major retailers allow a return window of up to 90 days. However, for online retailers such as Amazon and Overstock, the deadline is January 31st. So make sure to get those returns in before it's too late. John will be back with your full weather forecast after this.
Google GoWildHonda.com. Lease a CRV for $219 during Wild's final clearance. Just $219 and 0 down. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
It's been an emotional time politically and socially this year.
But during a season when hearts are a little more open to love, we want to talk about good things to believe in.
We believe in teamwork and building trust. We believe every cloud has a silver lining.
We believe in treating everyone with respect.
We believe in being kind, no matter how busy the day is.
We hope you believe too.
Happy holidays from ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Joey Panic. Tomorrow on Suncoast View, comic daredevil Bello Knock joins us with surprise stunts, a Suncoast job career expert, and curry station in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Google GoWildHonda.com. Lease a Civic for $179 during Wild's final clearance. Just $179 and 0 down. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda, Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Well, John, it's pretty warm. Even when I was up in Atlanta, it got much more. It was cool when I got there, but it got much warmer throughout the week.
Yeah, we're all the way up through the Midwest, actually.
Yeah.
It was some pretty warm temperatures. We're going to kind of be on a little bit of a roller coaster this week, though.
Okay.
So as we finish off the year, which I still have difficulty saying that, right? I know. We'll probably end up with one of the warmest Decembers on record, but we'll probably finish the month with some really chilly temperatures. So
that's okay with me.
A little bit of a roller coaster. Yeah, I think people will enjoy it.
Ready for it.
It's going to be rough, though, I think, up at the ball drop in New York City. If you're going to be watching that on television, you'll probably see a few snowflakes and maybe even some freezing rain as well. So not the most perfect weather up there. Nice around here, though. Can't beat this. Christmas Catch. This one is called. Patty sent this one in. Beautiful picture near the beach of the sunset colors yesterday. And we have some beautiful sunset colors today as well. 77 degrees air temperature. Dew point coming in at 59. East wind at 6. Relatively dry air in place with a dew point of 59. That's allowing the temperatures to fall off fairly rapidly now that the sun has set. And so we'll see, I think, as we head into the overnight, temperatures probably a little more than 10 degrees cooler than where we are right now. That'll allow some patchy fog to form, particularly near the coastline and in inland areas later on overnight. 78 degrees in Wauchula, 77 Arcadia, 78 Mayaca, 77 in Bradenton, Parrish, Lakewood, Ranch, Inglewood, 79 degrees in Northport, and 78 degrees in Punta Gorda. It's a nice evening, beautiful evening to be out and about. No rain showers in the forecast, though we did have a pretty strong easterly wind flow, which sent a few scattered showers into Hardee and DeSoto counties. Really light stuff, though. No appreciable change in our rain bucket. We're still, for the year to date, about a little more than 3.5. It's actually 3.8 inches below the average. So we could use a little bit of rain, but we're not getting it tonight. Across the region, though, there are some very heavy showers in progress along this frontal boundary that wraps up around an area of low pressure moving into Canada. It's the one that really closed down the Dakotas for a couple of days, and now it's producing some freezing rain in upstate New York and rain showers all the way down in this warm plume of air, producing near record conditions in parts of the deep south and the plain states. This frontal boundary will not really do much to influence our weather, other than take a high-pressure ridge and push it a little further to the south. This front is actually going to stall out. Another front, though, back behind it, will move in later in the week on about Thursday night into Friday morning. That one will bring us an Arctic blast of air, a chill. Not freezing temperatures, not for us anyway, though North Florida may see some freezing temperatures, but it certainly will cool us off dramatically. This high-pressure ridge push south is going to encourage more of a westerly wind flow over the next several days. That will allow our temperatures to not be quite as warm as they were over the last 2 days. We'll probably get close to the record, which tomorrow will be 86, but we'll be a few degrees shy of that. So still above average temperatures, but a little bit cooler. Morning fog possible, and the RPM computer model shows that general easterly wind flow kind of switching around to a more westerly flow with time, and the really dry air kind of stuck to the north for the time being with that frontal boundary stuck there. That all changes later in the week, though, as we get that next blast of cooler air come our way. East wind coming in at about 10 knots, shifts to the northwest tomorrow afternoon as we develop a bit of a sea breeze. And Friday, there's the front, comes through. 20% chance of an overnight shower. Gets breezy on Friday with winds out of the north, and our temperatures drop 20 degrees in just a few days as we have that front move through. So the weekend looks to be absolutely gorgeous. Back to you.
Thank you, John. Officials estimate more than 500 oceanfront homes remain at risk months after Hurricane Matthew swept past northeast Florida's coastline. St. Johns County officials say 42 miles of beach suffered erosion from the storm, and now homeowners are paying even more with decreased property values. And while permits for temporary coastal fortifications have stalled, their insurance and tax bills have increased. More than $150 million in damage has been assessed on the county's beaches. It's been years in the making. making, but finally, the Venice Historical Society has acquired a new train car. The car is meant to showcase Venice's historic ties to the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, which maintained a winter residence in Venice. The car is a 1953 Pullman train car, but as you can see, it has fallen into disrepair. The Historical Society parked it in Venice, where it will be restored to what it looked like when it worked for the circus.
Ringling acquired this car around 1978. They immediately pressed it into service for I guess you'd say an ill-fated circus. Only lasted about a year and a half.
The car itself is special to Venice because it was last serviced in the city in 1993.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you to Pinecraft, a place of peace and quiet beauty in the midst of all the hustle and bustle around us.
First out the door when it matters most. In the new year, Made in America is back. 200 reports and counting. He asks, he listens. When American jobs are on the line, he's right there. More Americans are turning to World News Tonight with David Muir, and we thank you.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
Sarasota Institute of Lifetime Learning begins its 46th season on Monday, January 9th in Sarasota, Venice, and Lakewood Ranch. Meet Blair Tyndall, author of Mozart in the Jungle, on Monday, January 9th, and information and intelligence expert Terry Roberts on Tuesday, January 10th. 72 global issues lectures by renowned experts. 24 musical conversations with great performers. Tickets are on sale now. For more information and to purchase season tickets, visit SILLSarasota.org.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Sarasota, we're uncorking something special at Michael's Wine Cellar and Tasting Room. Shop in a relaxed atmosphere with our wine specialists. You'll find 1,000 international wines, 200 under $20. National brand and boutique liquors at competitive pricing. Handcrafted beers. Stop by Michael's Wine Cellar and Tasting Room today and let us show you something exceptional.
A lot of tourists flock to Sarasota every year for our beaches. Another big tourist draw, the community of Pinecraft. It's a draw to the Amish and Mennonites from all over the country. ABC7's Linda Carson has more on A Place We Call Home.
Sarasota's Amish Mennonite community is located in the area around Bay Vista, Tuttle, and Beneva.
This community started in the 30s, where they started coming here to work in the celery fields. And this is kind of where they migrated their homes to, and they kind of live in close to each other. That's how Amish and Mennonites do it.
And here they keep their Amish traditions.
The Amish lifestyle is a little bit slower, simpler, and so this community kind of represents that.
The Amish don't believe in driving cars.
You won't see buggies here, but you'll see bicycles. They're traveling on bicycles like this gentleman over here. That's just how they get around in this local community, or they walk.
Pinecraft is a major tourist destination for Amish and Mennonites all over the country.
I was here the first time with my parents in 1951.
And he's been coming back ever since.
It's warm, and it's got a lot of Yeah, locals from up north, people that move down from up north kind of congregate here. It's a nice community, usually very safe.
And very convenient for Amish and Mennonite tourists.
From this area, they can take the buses and they can go to the beach. They can really get anywhere in Sarasota they want, but in the end of the day, they're back together in their communities.
Me and my wife came here on our honeymoon 45 years ago.
Now they return every year.
Everybody's pretty much of a kindred spirit, you know, everybody gets along, and our backgrounds are Amish Mennonite, most of us, from way back, if not just, present.
And they all say Pinecraft is a great place to call home.
The community cares about each other, and they invest in their neighbors, and there's a sense of community, spending time together, doing activities, playing games, spending time in the park. So that's what their lifestyle is based on, and so they can do that here in Pinecraft.
Pinecraft, a whole different world from the rest of the very sleek and modern Suncoast, but in its own special way, a great place to call home. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. And a great place to get pie.
Yes, indeed.
To shop for fresh produce, ice cream, furniture,
yeah.
all the above.
A lot of history there.
Very cool place.
We have a big roller coaster we're riding this week that is going to bring us from some record warm temperatures to some really pretty chilly temperatures, running maybe as much as 8 degrees below average by Friday day.
Okay, so riding into the new year on a cold front. So.
Yeah, I think by New Year's Day, though, we'll be once again above average. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's usual around here. Have a great night. We'll see you back here at 11.